Bienvenue. Ohayou gozaimasu. I caught that one this time, fairly early on, that the mixer had turned off. It's been a month, so give me a break. One more time. Ohayou gozaimasu, konnichiwa, konbanwa, good morning, good tag, good abend, good nacht, buenos dias, buenos noches, buenos tardes, bonjour, bonsoir, bienvenue, bonjour, ahoy, akosamash, annyeong, haseo, assalamu alaikum, shalom, karimaka, jindoberki, or what do? Good morning. It's early morning streaming. It's early. It's morning. It's streaming. And as indicated during, I've already used the excuse. I was planning on not mentioning, not relying too heavily on my temporary absence for fuck-uppery. But we already had to go through it. So let's try not to do it again. Hi, how are you doing? I'm doing good. As mentioned, as indicated, back after a bit, almost a month, not quite. I did have a couple streaming moments, like a senior moment, but not quite. While I was on vacation, hopefully people enjoyed them. I was very happy with the things I could control when it came to streaming from Japan, e.g. the video quality. I thought, I think like that I had a decent setup. It worked out pretty good. What I couldn't control is just the bandwidth. I would try and it would work, and then it would drop. I would try, it would work, and it would just drop. And yeah, I guess I can't really account for that a whole lot more, other than being like, look, I had data left over in my data plan. I was worried I was going to run out, but I still had some. So maybe I didn't have to rely on Wi-Fi as often. Maybe I just could have used the SIM data. Maybe. But yeah, we're back. We're streaming video games. There wasn't a whole lot of opportunity to stream video game from Japan. I did find one arcade when we were in Nagoya that had they had tripods in the arcade, right? Like, I have video of it. Like, I have hours of video. I might have to go through and just try to make clips and figure out a way to share them. But like, it straight up has no filming, no photography, no photos. And then it's like five levels of an arcade. And then you get into one level and there are tripods in English and Japanese signs. Please use me. Feel free to use me. So what the fuck? Do you want me recording or don't you? So I was gonna go there. They had on that level, so let's assume that level was okay. They had a handful of rhythm games, a lot of Taiko no Tatsujin, the drumming game, and the Mario Kart arcade game. So even when I was sitting there thinking like, hey, I could do that from here, and told the missus as much, hey, I could do that from here. I didn't have like a major compulsion to like set up an over-the-shoulder, right? You guys sitting there watching me, finish 3rd through 5th. In Mario Kart, right? So it didn't work out well. But I had a lot of fun, and hopefully I'll have some clips for YouTube to put up. We did about everything we kind of set out to do. So yeah, it was really exciting. But I did miss streaming. I did miss you guys. So if you haven't seen them, I don't know what you have been waiting on. There should be 3 streams. One from the Harrywood Hedgehog Cafe in Nagoya, Japan, where we were hanging out with a hedgehog named Komakun, who basically just fell asleep in my hand, and half the time it was just us whispering, because we don't want to disturb him. He's tired. Look how tired he is. He's tiny. And but that was fun. And then I was able to stream a little bit. I had some stable-ish Wi-Fi for about 15-20 minutes on an express train out to Tochigi, to Nikko specifically, to a more northern part of Japan, where we could talk about the trip, and had some footage. And then I just went up straight up like eSIM, Saley, drain your monthly allotment of data by streaming. They had Sanya Matsuri, where they were moving the shrines in the street across Japan. We weren't expecting to see that, and so just felt like, fuck it, let's do this. Let's start streaming this. So they're out there. So if you need evidence of me being in Japan, you'll have that. I did not stream the sumo training like I threatened to do. I did stream that just for Jin, though, because I knew he would appreciate it. Yeah, there's an element of that's a tourist attraction for them. I don't want to just broadcast that, just take it upon myself to be, I'm going to broadcast this to everyone. But my buddy Jin, he gets to see it. So there you go. But that's not what we're here for today. That's 10 minutes of bullshit or something close, to me spending, damn near a month in Japan. A lot to go over. But we're here to play the Blueprints, which I've forgotten entirely where we were. So I was looking at my notes. I'm like, yes, password is Swan Song. We definitely use that. I remember using the Swan Song password. Push 3 up after 9. I don't think we've done that. I was identifying which rooms had which chess pieces in it, like it matters. Swimbird, Lady Kara, Epson Depth, blah, blah, blah. I think when we last left off, we had unlocked the orchard. That was the last thing we did, was we had the last major thing we've done. And so, yeah. So since then, we're going to get in here and keep grinding. So we have additional steps because of the orchard, right? I remember that happening. And it's just back to exploring the blueprints to figure out what's going on. I feel like this game is probably past, right? Like, I got involved in it. Jin thought it would be a good game to play. At Jinnerball on Twitch. Watch Jin. He thought it'd be up my alley. And it is. But it probably had its full run of it being a thing and then not being a thing on Twitch while it was gone. Whatever. Day 13. Back in the old Shifty Mansion. Starting off with 70 whole ass steps. So all that stuff's the same. We probably have the Queen and the Ace. I remember that. We probably have shit in the cloakroom, but I'll be damned if I remember what it was. Parlor, closet, storeroom. We upgraded the storeroom so it has more coins now. Is that what we did? But we'll hop into the parlor because we'd like to keep avenues open. All right, the box puzzles. Gems are in both the black box and white box. That's a lie because one of the rules of the game is the gems are only in one box. So the blue box is lying. The white box. The gems are in both the blue and black box. That's a lie. The gems are not in the white box or the blue box. Therefore, they're in the black box because that is the truth. Right? Okay. So the gems are only in one box. This is the truthful box. So we know it's not in white or blue, so it's in black. Gem. All right, security. Yep. Let's get into security. It's got two entryways in and out. And we can come back here and see if anything's different, anything's changed. Probably not, truthfully. When we last left off, we went through the computer. We like to disable, it's coming back to me, the card key system, the default settings, set this to high, right? And then offline to unlocked, right? And then if we can kill the power to the security doors, then that should be unlocked doors. This is our little note where right in here, the blue memos are true, the red memos are lies, except for the handwritten ones, right? Okay, it's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. I know what we were getting into. It would, coming in here is at least worth getting that squared away. All right. Let's keep on. Maybe something that branches to the right so we could use it. Ooh, bedroom is nice. Breaker box would let us complete the usage of the security room. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. So now, all right, garage on, dark room on, vac indicators. I still haven't learned what that means. If we double check. Alright, system is offline, and so we should have more electronic doors, and they should be unlocked by default. Log into the network. Is there anything for us to check out in the terminal? It was what? Swan song, right? Written down. Love that sound. Love the dial-up sound. Alright. Staff services. Punch in, punch out. There was something else we could do here. Yeah. Let's get... We've never had the sleeping mask. Brass compass helps, what, get you more north-facing doors. Magnifying glasses is generally useful for identifying things. Metal detector helps you find coins and keys. Running shoes we've never had, but I'm guessing it adds steps. Shovel lets you dig in dirt. Sleeping mask, sledgehammer lets you smash open. We've never had a sleeping mask, so you haven't given me a sleeping mask. Yeah, go ahead, fine. Alright. Good morning, the real Monty Python. I did enjoy the metal detector. The only reason I'm sort of saying, like, okay, I do like that metal detector. I don't know what the mask does. Let's try the mask. This run right here, coming back weeks after not playing the game, this probably isn't going to be the one where I crack the case, right? Like, all of a sudden, boom, I'm back in day 13, solved it all, right? Like, this is probably going to be like that first pancake off the grill, where it's not the great pancake. So we're going to make the most of this bad pancake and, you know, spread our wings and fly in this swan song. All right. No reason to double back. Open this door from here. The dark room, which we can then turn the lights on for immediately. I don't know if there's anything else that we would want in the dark room. We might have already kind of gone through it entirely. We had the magnifying glass, and we did the light thing to turn the lights back on in the dark room, and then we examined all of the photos. So we'll take the den. I'll take the den. There might be other things you can do in the darkroom. I don't know. Commissary is a good option. It turns in the right direction. Right? Heads us up. We don't really have a ton of money, but we'll take it for the good direction. Hey, there's your eye masks. Yeah. Yeah, I know. All dead ends, except for the chapel. Use the storeroom, we can use the commissary. But then we're limiting ourselves to one single entrance. We got to make this be a magic path. Chapel, it'll cost us coins, but we don't have any coins, and it gives us 2 openings. So we'll do the chapel. With all these additional steps, it'd be a random gem. Kitchen, storeroom, pantry. This is the same as this, I think, right? Like, these are 1, 2, 3. If you look at the map, this winds up being the same as this. So we're down to one last opening. But nothing will keep the path alive. Not really. So I guess we'll just take the storeroom. Get the 10 coins. Get the key. Get the gem. Pay our one coin toll. It probably makes coin sense to just go back to the commissary now, because we have more steps when we have coins. Let's check out this eye mask, right? First time you enter each bedroom with the sleep mask, gain 5 steps. Oh. Not great. Kinda wish I hadn't done that. Alright, well now we know what that does. The answer is nothing... nothing we can use right now. Laboratory, experimental features, but that ends the run. Has to be the hallway. Has to be the hallway. Not a handwritten note. We already know this, that doors in the West Wing are more likely to be... It's fine. Probably more likely to be unlocked. The Nook, the kitchen. Food for sale. We don't have that much money. It costs us a gem. I just as soon have a key. Bedroom will get us 2 steps plus 5 steps is 7 steps. Would I rather have 7 steps than a key, bearing in mind that we already have the electronic keys in place? Maybe. Because there can also be a key in the bedroom, right? We've seen shit in the bedroom before. In this case, a gem. Where are all these gems coming from? What did I do that... There's just random gems strewn about. Spare room's the only answer? Corridor's the only answer? Sliding on forward. Veranda is a good call, even though it's only 1 entrance. Because the gymnasium's going to sap us of strength, even though, and that has 2. So we'll take the veranda. Ooh. Hey, free shovel! Alright, yeah. Veranda's a good pickup. A little pile of dirt here for nothing. Get a free broken lever. That was for the office, right? Or garage. Okay. As long as we don't dead end ourselves, he says tellingly. Yeah. All right. Garage. So, West Wing Hall. That'll be the answer. I would like the garage because we've turned the power on to the garage. And we've never been in the garage with the power on. But I don't want to end the run quite yet. So let's try to connect to the foundation. Because I think there's shit in the foundation we can use, right? Kitchen. Nursery. Bunk room. So this would be 10 additional steps. This keeps it going. So we don't have much money or need for food, but we'll keep it going. Because there should be, isn't there money in here too? Like, no, yes, no, no. No, no, no. Beef stew pie. Alright. Use the key. We got the 1. Dining room, locksmith, keys for sale. But we don't really have any money to buy anything. The dining room is useful because it has multiple openings. So let's pick the dining room. Because there should at least be salt in here, right? It's not like there's a... Let's get some of these electronic doors. Fuck. Passageway we can't do. Try as we might. Nook will get us a key, which is huge. So get us a Nook. And then sometimes there's more stuff. Again, there was like a coin in here one time. Or a second key. So we'll just sort of look around, make sure we're not running past shit unnecessarily. Alright, center. I feel like the center space is the most useful, so let's use the key. Dark room, coat check. The lockpick. The courtyard. Courtyard sometimes has dirt in it. And then this should be an electronic door, which should be unlocked. Will I regret this? Nope. All right. We got a metal detector. We got a couple things of dirt. A turnip, great. We should get dinner. Okay, cool, coins. We should get dinner in the dining room. Sledgehammer's here too. This door should just open, right? This takes us to pantry, nursery, pantry, guest bedroom, pantry. Keep the run rolling. Metal detector's going off. We got coins nearby. All right. Yeah, this looks good. Locked. Okay. This way then. Locked? Not locked. Drawing room, archive, lavatory. Shit. Well, it's the only one I could take is the archives. Right? That's the only option. Free key. Electronic door. Go north. Observatory, archive floor plan. Oh, but we know what it is. So, yeah, it's the archive floor plan, but we know exactly what it is. We can get our lockpicks. Now, retrieve our lockpicks, and then we can always check the lever. I feel like the lever is important. So, before we leave, before this run ends, we can always go throw the lever back in, right? And we might want to do that very thing. Another electronic door. The office, which is where we can enable the email, right? We don't have the gems for it. All right. Whatever room this is, it's a bedroom. But 10 steps. Garage keys? Car keys. Ooh. More stuff in here? Alright. 73 steps, plenty of steps. We have one opening for the pantry and one for the West Wing Hall and one for the dining room. So let's go to the pantry and try to push further north. Use our lockpicks. Alright, then I'll use our keys. Alright, laboratory, we don't have the gem for it, which would have been great. Closet has 2 items. We're fairly item heavy. We just want to turn to the right, so hopefully this turns to the right. It does not. Magnifying glass is good. Yep, we don't know what the code for that is. We know that there should be something, but we don't know what it is. All right, is there anything for us to magnify and investigate up to this point? Anywhere we haven't had, where we've had... Nope. All right, dining room hall it is. All right, lockpicks. Eventually it's got to work. Bunk room contains 2. Dark room, you cannot see. Floor pans while drafting in this room. That ends us entirely. It does us no good. The bedroom gets us additional steps, but I'm not worried about the steps, so I guess the archive floor plan is the answer. Billiard room doesn't help a ton. But we'll do the billiard room puzzle. I don't have my notes for which one is multiply and divide, so... Is this where we should press... Push 3 up after 9? I don't know. All right, 17. What was the puzzle to it? 17 minus 15 times 2 is 4. Is that the right? Right. 15. Fuck. All right. I'm too far removed to remember what the rules were, so I'm gonna go and look it up real quick. All right. Blue is addition, yellow subtraction, pink multiplication, purple division. All right, so, and you have to go clockwise, right? So 12 times 10 is 120. What the fuck? Divided by 15, that can't be right. So is it inside out? It's not just clockwise. So we'll do 12 minus 9 is 3. Times 10 is 30. Divided by 15 is 2. And then 23 times 3 is 69. Right? 23, 69. Divided by 6 is not an even number. Oh, we're missing the yellow. Subtract. 23 minus 3 is 20. Times 3 is 60. Divided by 6 is 10. There you go. Free key. All right. The silver key at that. We could try to use the silver key... Well, at the archives and try to turn up to the left. The foundation we can't get to yet, so maybe we'll try this from the archives. We got the steps. I mean, there's a whole ass food here. I mean, we could just eat this now, right? And this will overcharge us. Well, we'll wait because we'll get an additional 10 if we have the boiler room. So let's wait for the boiler room to appear. Possibly appear. Nook, courtyard, archives, the red door, special keys, silver key. All right, conference room is good. It heads us in the right direction and gives us an additional. If this dead ends us, right, we can still sort of spread out, go down, fill in those squares, just get some more data points or whatever. And we have our magnifying glass, so hey, who knows what we're going to see on these notepads? Who knows what we're going to see? Huh? Safe code is 9083. Which safe? Which safe code is 9083? 9083. But that's a lie. But that doesn't mean we can't. Use that for something, though, right? So we know it's a lie, but we can still write it down that that's... And annotate, hey, yeah, by the way, this is fucking chicanery. We should ignore this. Dude, this game is insisting on stealing my mouse. Here you go. Okay. The modesty wall, maybe. But we know it's written on red paper, and it's not handwritten, so we know it's a lie. Right? Is there anything we can magnify onto this and see further? No. So it's a data point. Is it a useful one? I think the game gives us useful stuff. Some social rooms allow you to spread when items are spread there, but yeah, okay. However, if you have a conference room are gathered in this room instead. Okay, so this is where all the items should join. All right, let's start by checking out the electronic door because it's free. So I'm guessing we're gonna need a key for that next door. Showroom, luxury items for sale. Secret passage. We have no gems, so we gotta take this one. We gotta take what we can get. Bedroom, bunk room, banana. Sure. Banana. Is there anything we can magnify glass in here? Doesn't seem like it. All right, so I get a lot of this is sort of indicating like a lot of the backstory between there being the red prints and the blue prints. I'm wondering if like this kid had like some sort of break. Is there really it's bunkers? Are there really two kids? Right, like. Or is it just a one kid? And he's arguing with himself. Tripods could be useful. Hamsters are useful. Alright, that's the room. Altube! Good morning, buddy. Let's let Altube's entrance play out. Hello. Welcome, Raiders. As you watch me play the old hotness. Dun, dun, dun. Watch Altube murder someone.
Right on the hat. What? Oh, pretty. Yes. Sleep now. Sleep.
How is insane. Cal, buddy, how are you doing?
That was a cool game.
Long time no see. Thanks for stopping by. Raiders. I'm out here playing Blueprints, which I'm sure the game has probably come and gone in the zeitgeist, in the meta, but I was in the middle of it when I went on break, so I'm back at it, doing poorly. Tao, how you doing? What were you playing today? And then, so yeah, we're basically left with the conference room, but we don't have a key. Welcome back, Tomodachi. Thanks, homie. It's good to be back. I missed you guys. I genuinely did. I tried to drop in periodically, but that time difference... It's a time difference. Plus, we were usually out and about. It doesn't lend itself all that well to stopping by. We have that West Wing hall. We got the conference room, but I think we're dead ended here. We got no keys, so I think we might be snookered. Ooh, we were able to open it. East Wing hall is our only option because What else are we going to pick? The gymnasium? Got our chapeau, our hat. And this door is, ooh, hello? Coin, a key and a coin? Coin, a key, a coin? What would be meant? Some coins are nice. We could always go back to the commissary and buy shit. Do they have keys there? We got a shitload of steps. We have the meal. Try to lockpick it. Ooh, wine cellar. Gets us 3 diamonds. Archive floor plan does God knows what. I'm thinking the wine cellar for the 3 diamonds, the 3 gems. Yes, we're going to be relying heavily on the East Wing Hall. Almost exclusively on the West Wing Hall, excuse me. Fuck it. Fuck it. Ooh, library. Let's request a book. The pipe, architectural digest, the fixed stars, Orindia. We've already read Swimbird. Maybe we'll take the Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. We did the EPCW pump system user manual. Good morning, Screaming Platypus. Platy, how are you today? Good morning, good morning, good morning. The history of Orindia. You achieved transcendent tranquility. Have you received your, well, in the katana murdering spree that you managed to piss off the overly relaxed hedgehog? Did you miss it? I did. So, in no particular order, the hedgehog time was great. Ow. We got a hangnail I just caught. Hedgehog time was great. Harrywood and Nagoya. I recommend it severely. The staff were really nice. The dude, what seems like he owns the place. Great English. Very clearly delivered. Seems enthusiastic about the hedgehogs. You know, was like really kind of into the whole experience. So that was a lot of fun. We spent a lot of time at shrines and temples. So that would be, certainly getting our transcendent tranquility. We do like, I shouldn't speak for, I love shrines and temples. I love going to them. They're one of the better things about Japan, in my opinion. There's something about going to shrines or Shinto. All the shrines are Shinto. All the temples were Buddhist. That's the difference. One of the main differences between a shrine and a temple is the reason they're built. But there's, you almost have to know what you're looking for. To a casual observer, they might not notice a difference. But they're invariably, particularly like the shrines, there's just something about it. I get like the anime tropes of some sort of weird battle shown in anime was like, this is a PowerPoint. Like you get like, oh yeah, there's something about this. I'm not into a lot of like metaphysical shit. I'm very tethered to reality. But you're like, yeah, this is. There's something about this spot, or there's something about this tree, right? Like where it's like, Monty was even like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna take some photos of this tree. I just like the tree. She's like, they actually had a sign like saying like that's an important tree, right? Like there's something about the human experience. Our brains we're all have completely different personalities. We're all completely different, but there's something about like the underlying, the hard wiring, where the pattern forming, the pattern identifying parts of the reptile brain, or how far down it goes, the mammalian brain or the simian brain, that we can look at a thing and go, yeah, that's that's a cool stick, right? Like a dude picked up a stick, like that's a cool stick, it looks like a sword. And I feel like you get a real that's a cool stick moment at a lot of the shrines. So yeah, definitely had plenty of the tranquility. We went to, among other things, again, at some point in time, I'll start processing the video and cutting it up and trying to make it consumable, because I was just running video, semi-endlessly. We did go to Edo Mura, aka Edo Wonderland, aka like Ninja Theme Park, right? Which is kind of like off the beaten path in Japan. So it's not like it's like, It's not like you hop off a train and you're Tokyo. Like you got to make a trip to it. So we walked around in kimono. Like I paid for the whole experience. Like where, they dressed me up like a samurai. You haven't lived till you've had a nice old Japanese lady just like undress you and dress you like hyper quickly in like a kimono. Like it's certainly an experience, and I recommend it. So I carried around a goddamn metal katana. I didn't really pull it out. Like I just didn't want to have a sharp piece of metal with all these children running around. But in the process, we were walking around like they had at the souvenir stores. They had like the wooden training swords, like a little the bokken. And I got the short one. I didn't get the full one, so I had that. So that's by my bed right now. And other stories such as that. But yeah, I did miss your
Blainezilla After Dark.
I missed you guys. I did miss you guys terribly. And like I said, I wish I was able to hop on more often. We had good Wi-Fi in the apartment. We just weren't in the apartment that often. We'd come in and we would like eat some food, get like what we got from the convenience store, and we would crash. Or I didn't have a lot of downtime. It seemed like around streaming quality internet. There's internet everywhere, but the moment you try to like actually like take up like a chunk of the bandwidth, it just seems like it would peter out. So like the best I had was on that train, and it worked great until I guess everyone else decided to hop onto the Wi-Fi, and it just died. But yes, I missed you guys terribly. We even gotten greeted by a shrine family member. Oh yeah, that's a whole story. Oh, Platy, thank you so much for the cheer. I'll tell that story real quick. And then we'll move on. So, Mondi and I both like. I guess I really like to go to shrines. I think she does too, and I'm not just dragging her around by like her pigtails, making her go. And especially, there are like there's kind of like big ones. I don't want to say like commercial, but there's these huge shrines where like you can tell it gets a lot of foot traffic because they have like a gift shop and there's like 8 people running around. And what Zujoji, right? Where the I should know this. I'm still a little bit jet lagged. But like where the imperial family is buried, right? That's the temple where the family is buried. You walk and they got shit it's like walking into the gift shop of like a theme park, right? They just got stuff everywhere. And there's like 30 dudes working there selling stuff. Some of the shrines you walk into and there's like a dude or like a lady, and they have some amulets, some like omamori. Like, so this is an omamori from our last time. This is from Mount Fuji, but these little, right? And they're usually little amulets of protection from whatever, or, get you good grades, get you more money, get you whatever. And then they'll do a stamp in a book. It's called a Goshu and a Goshuncho, and they'll sign it, you came here. And some of the really small ones have no one there. A lot of times those are the Inari shrines. There's just no one there. But we were waiting for our train back from the northern part of Japan, and we were kind of at that point in time just looking for something to do. We were in Tochigi, which is where Edo Mira, the ninja theme park, is, and where a really nice lady who worked there, she had great English. I'll say that a lot. Was explained to me. She's like, yeah, like out here you need a car, right? Like she just kind of threw it out there. It's like, because we were walking everywhere. And she's like, you need a car out here. You can take trains and buses everywhere in Tokyo, but out here you need a car. I'm paraphrasing. So when we were sitting there, kind of exploring, I'm like, yeah, I should maybe just go rent a car. And we're like, yeah, I haven't driven on the left-hand side of the road before. We got to walk over to it. It's like 90 degrees. So I was looking at the maps and I saw like, oh, there's a little shrine that's not too far from here. It's just like one train stop. Let's hop on the train. So we hopped on the train, and what was it? Shita Ohiga? Something like that. Shita Ohiga, which is just a little town. It's just a little town. You get off at the train station's like this big. No one works there. It's damn near working on the honor system, right? That you're gonna scan your pass and not walk through it. The train goes both ways on one little town. We just walked to this little shrine, and it's cute. It's a little bit. You could see like it could use some repair, right? It could use some TLC, but it's a pretty shrine. We wanted to go get stamps in our book, but we couldn't see anywhere to get a stamp, so we go up. If anyone gets really bored, I'll go over my understanding of proper shrine etiquette. Like there's ways of doing it, but who knows? This is just my understanding of doing it. And we do our thing. We come back and we start leaving. We just start walking back. So we walk up to this little shrine in kind of a little town, kind of off the beaten path. And as we walk out, we're just sort of talking, and you hear like footsteps on pebbles. And this nice little lady runs over to us, and you just beaming smile. And my Japanese is horrible, but I'm picking up on what she's putting down. She saw it. She saw that we came by. She saw we went up to the shrine. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. She gives us a bottle of tea and a can of tea. She gives me a bottle of tea. She gives Monty the can of tea. She's smiling and she's bowing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And then she goes, please be safe on your travels. And she just smiles and walks away. It was just the sweetest fucking, just a nice lady. She's like, I'm like welling up. She's so sweet. And yeah, so like we just walk back. It's like, that's good. So that's like a lot of the good Japanese. When you go to the shrines and stuff, it's just, it's just cool. So like, you find it, something neat usually happens. It's a weird type of thing. It's like a video game mentality, but I don't know, man. Good things always happen to me when I go to the shrines. So there you go. All right. I have a more disciplined presence. So everyone, thanks for stopping by. We did not meet Godzilla. We did meet, like I said, Harry the Hedgehog. And we had a hell of a time. So we'll get back to the game. Everyone's been patient. I'll do like a Japan debrief stream when I get like the videos together, and we'll look over all this stuff together. But it was tremendously fun. But the ultimate answer to the question is I missed you. No Godzilla. No Godzilla. I did, however, make a clone called Blainezilla. So we did multiple of those clone things. But that's a story for another time. Freezer freezes your accounts. The coins in will be reset at the end of the day if they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. That doesn't do me any good. How about dolphin and whale? How about dolphin and whale? Workshop. We don't have anything. We have a shitload of items combined. Do we know anything about this? Because we look at our inventory. Look at this. Can we combine some of this shit? But yeah, Japan is always great. We had already started to discuss, going back. Going back again. For the fourth time. Stone cut by hand and letters wrought to spell our secrets carved from thought. A message. Look at how message is written here, right? Red is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is red. The letter is not. Guess what, Blaine? You're not gonna mention the other clone. Oh, there's. I will. Okay. Platy. I will guess what. I will tell the other clone very briefly, and then I'll get back to this. So we're playing the game. We're trying to figure it out. It was her idea to go do the clone making. There's multiple places, at least two I know, that you could do a whole thing of make your clone or make your own perfume. And you go in and they have different approaches, but it's basically the same. They give you like just a fuckload of different like scent components. One of them actually names them things that are meaningful. Other one just gives you numbers. And the meaningful ones could be like something like savon, like soap, or like one was like hotel lobby. It doesn't smell like a hotel lobby per se, but like it's these different, and you pick 3 or 4 of them or whatever, and then you adjust the mixes, and they spray it, and you figure out what clone you want, and you make it. And they make it's a like kind of like a collaborative experience with the person who does it. Sometimes they have a little bit of advice, like the first one was like, you want it to be a little sweeter. Yeah, okay, well, you want more of this one you picked here. That's gonna make it a little sweeter. It's nice. So the first one, I made a cologne called Blainezilla, right? So there's a cologne called Blainezilla. For me, it's more of like a summery. It's a lighter, fruitier type thing. So like summer, spring, I'll wear a cologne. It's a lighter thing, right? And then we were talking about she wanted to do it again from the other store. I'm like, all right, I'll do something that's for fall. That's a little bit more tree-y and woody and like whatever. It was epic. And so because it's me, the girl we were working with at that one, she was not Japanese. She was actually Filipino. She was very nice. But she spoke some Japanese. But when I was speaking to her, my Japanese is bad. When I was speaking to her Japanese, she was like, ah. And I realized she just spoke English. Like full on English, no accent, know nothing slang. She just spoke English. We just integrated with English. But when it came time to name the clone, my immaturity took over. So the 2-part joke. Part number 1 is they have all these different trains in Tokyo and Japan, bullet trains, all your subway trains. But you also have what I would call a streetcar or a trolley, which it rolls around the street. It has that little electric thing. It's like sparks, right? And it has little bells. And they're called Chinchin Densha. Chinchin because it has a little bell. Chinchin. So it's called Chinchin Densha. It's what that trolley is called. Chinchin also means penis. Right? If you remember from the old South Park episode of Chinpoko Man, right? Chimpo means penis. Ochimpo. Ochimpo means dick. It's not even like it's like saying dick. Especially little kids will refer to a penis as a chin chin, right? So chin chin or chin chin. So I'm gonna call it Chinchin Densha, penis train. And so like I switched to my Japanese because the girl who's helping us, nice girl, she's Filipino. And I'm like, I have to name it. I'm like, oh, I want to give it something that's Japanese. I'm like, Nihongo non toimasu ka? And her eyes go like this. I'm like, Nihongo non toimasu ka? And like the train like goes around, and like this girl starts listening to all these trains, and they're not biting when I'm putting down. So I Googled, like, oh yeah, this one, like Chinchin Densha. And then the Japanese girl just starts giggling, and you can see her smile. And I don't think the girl who's helping us, I don't think she got it. And I'm like writing it down. The Japanese girl comes in, she starts talking. She's like, "Oh yeah, we could do that in Japanese. You have to do that in English." She's like, "Oh, you do it like in kana and kanji." She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, good, that'd be great." So named it the penis train. So I have two clones for you guys to smell via TV. One is the penis train, and one is called Blangezilla. But what you were saying, I'm guessing what Platty, what's your thing? As I try to puzzle out the significance of this. So this W is from where? I'm going to take some photos. It actually was a ton of fun. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought to spell our secrets carved from thought. A message is read. Read is that often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read. The letter is not. Can't wait for smell-o-vision. Rogue Meatwall, how is Rogue? Tell me all about it. Leave nothing out. Play the music quickly. Piano surprise. Okay, I would. Where's, like, I don't have a piano. I don't have a piano that I can play it on. Key. All right, that key is going to be our West Wing Hall key, right? That's the only place we could use it in. 75 steps, but we also have the diner. We have a ton of steps. I think I need to be prepared to store something in the cloakroom, right? Which is around here somewhere. Coat check. But let's see about, they're talking about we can make stuff in here. Is that accurate? The true box does not always contain the prize. All right, I mean, I lack it. I do lack discipline. I have for some time. So they're saying we can combine stuff in here, right? Like what? So the W is carved out, but it doesn't sound like we can actually do anything in here, can we? Oh, we can. Combine to create new items. What if we did the metal detector plus the battery pack? Nope. Metal detector plus the magnifying glass, plus the lockpick, plus the shovel. Metal detector plus shovel seems useful, right? Doesn't it? Detector shovel. What do we say to that? So now we got a detector shovel. Greater chance of finding coins and much greater chance of finding coins while digging. Okay, so right, see, that's good. Can we make anything else here? So the sledgehammer and the magnifying, the sleeping mat, the broken lever, plus something else, plus lockpicks. All right, so what about battery pack plus lockpicks, broken lever plus sledgehammer, power hammer. Let's fucking go. Is that gonna let us smash down doors? Ooh. Brick walls. I mean, does any of this stuff go together? No. 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 Okay. 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 So. Get the bomb!
緊急地震速報です。強い揺れに警戒してください。
Well, thank you for subscribing.
緊急地震速報です。強い揺れに警戒して
Jitterbomb, who has been subscribed for 6 months. I've had full-blown relationships with adult women that have lasted less than that. So, congratulations for making it to the 6-month point with me. That's not always easy. Thank you for... It's good to be back, Jit. I missed you. Miss you guys terribly. How you been? What you been getting into? Rogue is exactly for Winter Strawberry Food Truck Festival. That sounds good. Alright. Let's just go... Let's go through a trial separation to start. But no, like, hey, that's 6 months, man. I've dated women for less than 6 months, so... Way to hang in there. Way to hang in. All right, so this is turning into a fascinating run. We've uncovered the detector shovel and the power hammer, which can be used to knock down some brick walls. I don't know what that means, but let's see if we can't figure it out. This is the first time we've been in the workshop, so we got our W. We definitely took a photo of this, but like, hey, we'll get it anyways. We have a key for the West Wing Hall. We can maybe try to knock down some of these. Are these any walls we could tear down? Like, let's find out. Let's find out together. Can't remember. You do have. Ooh. I'll look forward to it. Yeah, Thursday's gonna be good. It's been a while. We're gonna get you. What do you want to get into? You want to get into Phasmo? Do you want to get into? You want to get back to Repo? Like, is there a new game that everyone's been playing while I've been gone? Because I am definitely out of the loop. Like, will this... Can I... Okay, so you can't power... Excuse me. I can't power hammer through that, but I can catch a hiccup while I'm talking. How are we on step 72? So we don't have to eat dinner yet, but we still have that whole dinner. Dead Zone Rogue. What's the story on that? Archives, courtyard, billiard room. FPS roguelike. Ooh. I can see that being fun. Boudoir we can't get through. Yeah, West Wing Hall. So through our nook. Back over here. Should I just eat the dinner now and assume I'm not going to find the boiler room? You know, we have 68 steps. We have a lot of steps. We also have the kitchen. We don't have a lot of coins, but you know, we can buy food. Right? We can buy a whole S. +5 for every green room in your house. We have at least 2 green rooms. Alright, so 10. Not as many. Not even close to as many as Japan. This is true. Use the key. What are our options? Come on, good options. The garage. I don't have the gem. So it's the archive floor plan, and that might be the end of this run. Dark room, but we can turn the lights back on, and we do have a key. We do have the magnifying glass. We got all kind of shit. So let's puzzle this out. Utility closets down here, right? Past the veranda. Down to the corridor. Into the bedroom. Gain additional step. All the way down here. Utility closet is at the end of security. Let's turn the lights back on. Did Mita get a winning record, or did the broken finger make a miss last year? We are... So Monty and I actually are not caught up. I'm glad to hear you're not caught up either. We were traveling during the last couple days. We know who won. That was basically inevitable. We saw, I mean, I think probably about day 10 or 11, it became, it might have been the day we were there, technically speaking. We were there day 10. I think he became, like, mathematically, Onosato was going to get his promotion. But we didn't see the last couple days yet. We're still waiting to get caught up ourselves. So, yeah, we'll figure this out together as friends and as family. But it was, yeah, the sumo was tremendous. I have a ton of photos, some of which that turned out really well. Tao, enjoy yourself. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for the raid. Thanks for stopping by. You're always welcome here. Ooh, a gem. I could have used that. But it's good to be back. It's good to see you. All right. Electronic door. It's a freebie. The freezer, the drawing room. Drawing room keeps us alive. I think we've gone through here with the magnifying glass already. We've done all this. We did the fine-tooth comb, right? I'm not misremembering. That's how we got the code to the door. That's how we knew it was 1128. So we've investigated this thoroughly. Bye, Tao. All right, drawing room, laboratory. Laboratory dead ends us. Wine cellar gets us some gems, but what are we gonna do with that? So make sure I'm not forgetting something. Yeah, I guess we'll redraw. Want a hint? Sure. Hint away, Jin. I think I want the office candlestick. There was a knocked over candlestick in the dining room. Okay, I'll check it out then. Gymnasium's not horrible. We have a ton of steps. We have dinner. And it keeps us alive. Candlestick. Candlestick. Those are the candelabras, not the candlesticks. Candlestick, candlestick. In the computer on the fireplace. Okay, yeah, I mean, I knew what you meant, buddy. Yeah, the candelabra. Alright. So it doesn't look like I can interact with them, can I? Oh, you can! Oh, shit. Oh, shit! Alright, so we know the safe code is not 9083, but we'll try it. Alright, not 9083. What other numbers do we know about? Well, we know about 1983. All right. We know about 1213. That's a number we know about. We know about... What other numbers do I know about? Push 3 up after 8. That doesn't do me any good. We know about... Is it more, maybe not 4 numbers? I'm assuming it's 4 numbers. Is it like 0, 6, 15, 1, 9, 8, 3, enter. June 15th. I know someone's birthday is June 15th. Look at the paintings on the walls. No. Okay. So left, right. So these are left and rights. Left, right, left. Right, right, right. Left, left, left. I mean, they're going left and right is the unifying theory here. All right, go ahead. I don't mean to drive you nuts, Jin. You know me. I want you to be happy. Left, right, right. Okay. Okay. Good guess, Jin. There we go. And now we got a blood gem. It's the old guys and the women. 6. Dearest Mary, I know the events of the past year. April 15th. All right, so this is 2 months before she kills her. Catapult you into a world you might be ready for. It's cruel. The way time rips through our lives, leaving barren, fruitless. Throughout this, I know your principal concern has always been Simon. He didn't want to confine me yesterday. I realized the fact that everyone knows you understand this. I will take full responsibility to ensure that regardless of how your current project pans out, Simon is shielded from any fallout and, God forbid, repercussions, shouting over stuff, the inequity of their parents. Good word. I, of course, write you in the hope that I will consent your mind with peace in imagining the worst-case scenarios because blah, blah, blah. No, Mary, I have few apprehensions and fewer fears, assuming everything goes according to plan. Should be reunited with Simon again before his 10th birthday. And while 2 years might seem like an eternity to mother, I've always heard the days pass more quickly in the East. Racist. As for you and me and you, I've already come to terms with our meeting. It was very likely our last. I'm too old and stubborn to ever leave this place. I'm too attached to the home their family has built up. Room by room, yes, I have a strong premonition. I'll be buried in the red soil under red flags. A compromise I know you yourself will never accept. It's been a joy watching you grow up and getting to know you. Your mother and I spoke little else during school days. I know she felt the same bittersweet pride. I think I'm making farewell, my marigold. May we meet again. Your Uncle Herbert. We can't magnifying glass this anymore. There's also a... just okay. Any data hidden here, folks? Nope. 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 Like, this little dot seems conspicuous, but is there like a hyper magnifying glass that I don't have that would let me see that? Whatever that little dot is. Right? Like, there's a battery-powered magnifying glass. Nope. Okay. It's just... Alright, so left, right. Alright. Alright, cool. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate it. So we have our gymnasium. We've learned a little bit more about everything. The gymnasium's going to sap our strength, but it's the only game left in town. We can buy some food, and again, we still haven't eaten dinner. So, nothing is over. Hoopler Sports. The door is locked. Lockpick! Go! Fuck. Alright, well, that becomes kind of the end of this run. What do I store I'm leaning towards storing the detector shovel versus the power hammer. So something needs stored in the coat check. We'll eat dinner in the dining room, so we're not going to randomly run out of steps, because we're not going to get a boiler room now. We basically are where we are. So we'll eat dinner. What rooms do? Veranda and courtyard. That is all. I have the veranda. I have the courtyard. Here's the map. Feel free to have a look at it. Information that you might... security office. I've disabled the electronic doors for fat lot of good it's done me. The lights are on in the garage and in the dark room. Obviously, I just was in the dark room. What reds? Chapel, dark room, archives, gymnasium. Foundation is not attached to anything at the moment. Yeah, security's down here. Oh, have any items at the PC? I could check. I'm gonna eat my food though, right? There's no reason to hold on to this because I'm not gonna get the boiler room. All right. All right. Heading on down through the kitchen. Right, West Wing Hall, hang a left, past the veranda, through the veranda, back out the main way, right? Yep, to the parlor, and up into security. Security! Oh, security! Did I leave anything by the PC? Jen wants to know. I mean, let's check. Let's log in. Oh, right. Yeah. I got it. I hit enter too fast. I understand. What do you mean Swimbird's the wrong password? Oh, it's Swan Song. Sorry. I love that sound. I love the dial-up sound. We love the dial-up sound. Alright. Remote terminal access. View active terminals. Nope. Everything's offline. Alright. Isn't that in the laboratory? State inventories, that's the laboratory, isn't it? Or am I missing something? Oh, duh, it's the first option. Sorry, dude. I missed the... Yeah, there's a coin. Alright. Yeah, I'm missing a coin. Okay. Yeah, that would have been nice. All right. I gotta store something. Coat check. The power hammer sounds good, but like I don't even know what brick wall I could use that on. But that's so. Here's my thinking. The power hammer is three things. It's the lever, the shovel, and the battery. Although you do get the battery in the workshop, it doesn't really seem like it's a big deal. But that's 3 items versus the shovel detector, which is only 2 items. So it's probably storing the power hammer, even though I have no idea what to fucking do with it. That's probably a harder item to recreate. Lockpicks are useful, kind of. Car keys, there are a few walls that need breaking. I don't think I have any of them right now, though. At least it doesn't seem like it. The detector shovel getting more coins sounds pretty rad as well. So I'm gonna lock up the power hammer. I'm gonna put that in the coat check. I feel like that's our best option. All right. So plan's going to be put the power hammer away, and then yeah, we have a shitload of steps left, but who cares? I mean, we have nowhere left to explode. We want to hang a right into the kitchen. And now we want to go Nook. All right. And then up into the courtyard, into the archives, into the coat check. And we will check our power hammer. All right, there it goes. So hopefully that's the right decision versus the detector shovel, but or anything else, the car keys. But I'm guessing it is. Wouldn't that coin I'm missing be gathered here in the conference room? And that the whole point of the conference room, anyways. All right. Magnifying glass. I don't know if there's any last things I could check. What haven't I checked with the magnifying glass? I've been in the library. I did the workshop. Conference room, I definitely did. Did I do the archives with the magnifying glass? Did I have the two of those at the same time before? Is there something in here I maybe need to learn? I don't recall. I feel like I've done this. Because this is the one where this is in the wrong place. This should be over here, I'm telling you. Alright, so I think I've already done this. Alright. Let's is there anything outside worth getting into with the detector shovel? He wonders, knowing the answer is probably no. I think to myself. Nook. Dining room into the kitchen. Kitchen. Into the kitchen. I feel like that's a good run. We have a ton of steps left over, but I guess we just got some rough draws, right? Like, what are you gonna do there, right? Oh, key? Is it a key? Coins. Are there keys in the commissary? Now I think that out loud. Are there? Can I buy a key in the commissary? I got 9 coins. No, that's at the locksmith is where you can buy them. I'll still dip this. You know, what am I going to hold on to money for? Right? We'll dip in real quick. Yeah, salt shaker doesn't do me any good. You can get keys, but it has to be from the locksmith, right? Alright, we've examined all this before with the magnifying glass previously. Oh, really? Okay. Well, it's just... now is not the time. Alright, yep. Entrance hall. I'll run outside real quick to make sure that my detector shovel... I've never had that before. that there's nothing I can get into out here with it. I assume there isn't. And then we'll end the day and take another run at it. I can at least get another good run in before work today. Oh, make a wish. Like the apple orchard, I feel like there's places I could dig up there, but I don't know if that's just my brain telling me that would be cool if that was the case, versus there actually is. That's probably the most amount of rooms I think I've had at once. So, hey presto. Yeah, there's nowhere to dig in the apple orchard, right? I think we've also looked through this logbook with the magnifying. Okay, dig up the thing behind the tent. I think I did. Seems like maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Or did I already? Between two rocks. Maybe I didn't. I mean... Unless it was... Oh. Well, I guess I didn't. Oh, you dug up a secret floor... The conservatory. Sure. Thanks. Alright. I guess a ton of days, a ton of steps left over, but hey. Pretty well complete. Got all the way to the 9th rank. That's always fun to do. Carrying forward the power sledgehammer. So, not bad, not bad. Alright. Call it a day. Yeah, thanks. I agree. Yep, call it. Take another run at it. I have a little, like, bump in my head I keep messing with. I probably should just leave it alone. Mount Holly, Stately Inn. 34 rooms, 9 range reach. 9 items found, 2 new rooms. Save and continue. Alright. Day 14. Let's see what we can get into now. Alright. Door number 1. Storeroom, parlor, bedroom. Storeroom. Parlor. I know I upgraded the storerooms. I probably should be using those a little bit more often. But what am I going to say? Gems are in a false box. That is not true. Gems are in a false box. The gems are in a false box. Only one of the other boxes is false. So this has to be false. Right? This has to be false. Because these both can't be true at the same time. You can't have 2 true boxes, therefore these can be false. So this is false, meaning the gems are in the true box, which means this is the true box. Final answer. Only one of the other boxes is false. Fuck. Well, that can't be true. The gems are in a false box. The gems are in a false box. Can 2 of them be true? At least one displays true statements. At least shit. So you can't have 2 true boxes. Alright, so let's assume this is true. Gems are in false box, gems are in false box. Only one of the boxes is false. These are both true. Therefore, it's still this. Same answer! Different reason. Gems! Gems! Same answer for a different reason. It still counts. So, yeah. I don't have to justify myself here. Hallway. Hallway. This left turn, though, isn't all that valuable because we still got the entrance hall. So that left turn doesn't really matter. So maybe the pantry is better because the coins, they don't have food. So this is basically a right turn plus coins and food. Coins, food, right turn. Ooh, orange. All right, kitchen. We don't have any. We have the 2 gems, but that turns the wrong way. Bedroom. Good. Again, turns the wrong way. I might just take the closet, get the items. We're going to dead end ourselves. Give me that dice, give me that key. Alright. Dead end for the key doesn't feel like a great trade, if I'm being completely honest. Alright, straight ahead. Chapel, commissary, hallway. Again, this hallway gives us 1 opening. This commissary also gives us 1 opening, but we can buy shit. It'll cost us 1 of our 2 gems. Chapel has multiple openings, but it's going to bum us out from a money perspective. It is probably too early to redraw our floor plans. Commissary hanging a left is not a big gain against. We have that direction anyways. Hallway is the commissary, but it's free. The more I look at it, I don't hate the chapel. I don't hate the chapel. They can take a coin. They can take a coin. They can take a coin from me moving due north. Locksmith is nice. Corridor is also nice to make it to the foundation. I always make it a priority to get to the foundation, but I don't know if there's any real reason for me to do so. Thus far, I haven't really, had a big benefit to having that. All right, corridor it is. Door's unlocked, and what's our next draw? Spare room. That's big. That takes us right to the foundation. All right. So, yeah, it's going to cost us the coin to get out of here. Assuming we want to get out of here that way. The elevator, that's a pretty obvious thing, right? But I don't know what to do about that yet. So let's peek to the right. Go ahead. Commissary, hallway, storeroom. Storeroom's going to have a key, and I might need another key here anytime soon. The coins could come in handy. Commissary turns in the right direction, though. Hallway does not. It doesn't dead end us, but hallway gives us 2 openings. We're going to need those keys, though. So let's go ahead. To get that thing, you need to get a door behind... Place a door behind the elevator to get to a lever. Oh, okay. Hallway. Locked. Alright. Drafting studio. Select a new floor plan to permanently add... That sounds really valuable. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. Okay. In the drafting suite, be able to choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add to your draft pool. Permanent changes. I got that. I know it. When you draw a dovecoat while drafting, you may rotate floor plans. Each time you enter a dormitory after drafting a... Tomorrow you will start with 1 key for each Clock room you draft today. Rotating floor plans sounds amazing. I get the benefit of like, hey, extra keys, but like, fuck me running. I feel like Dovecoat's definitely the answer. Dormitory doesn't sound bad either, but... I mean, that seems great. Each time you enter the dormitory, after drafting gain 10. Clock tower seems useful. I mean, we're taking that. We're taking that. Yeah, I mean, that seems like that's the answer to my... That's going to be super useful. Okay. The Great Hall partitioning plan for Friday, November 20th. I mean, the game is called Blueprints. Surely the drafting room is important, right? The drafting spectrum to the editor. The surprise that first comes to mind speaking of blueprints, about blueprints is blue. Architecture, code paper turn black, which was light and raven hue of the north. Violet prints, for example, only used when creating plans for a bedroom. Orange. Okay, so explain to you what the different colors of the cards are. Most violet dreams. Bedrooms often. Ender Verdure. Green rooms. Got it. Orange passageways. Extra items rarely. Okay. Gold trim. Negative shelter, tomato soup, skilled players. Well, prismatic rooms. We did have the aquarium the one time. You may occasionally know it's rare that have more than one of these rooms or multiple. The aquarium is very useful because yeah. Okay, yeah. Word from the editor. During the volume drafting strategy. Color. Okay, cool. Good to know. Did I read it that close? No, but we got screenshots, so that's good enough. Anything else we can click on in here? November. Day 1. Saturday the 7th is day 1. We don't have our magnifying glass, so I'm not going to try to get too overly analytical here. Although I'm sure there are some things. A very detailed paper model of a safe. So this is the boudoir, isn't it? But what am I going to do about it? The Great Hall partitioning plan for Friday, November 20th. Friday, November 20th. Oh, is this let us know? Oh, got it. So on Friday, November 20th, this is the way that's going to be laid out. Got it. So on November 20th, the Great Hall, the door to the right will be open, right? That center door to the right, the door straight ahead. And then, what's that one? Top left. Okay, so got it. All right, so on Friday, November 20th, the Great Hall, the left side, this door will be open and the center door will be open. Good to know. Good to know. I don't know what to do with that information, right? But it's good to know. So that's what? How many days from now? We're at day 14. So it's Sunday the 15th. So on Friday the 20th, we know what the doors are going to look like. Cool. Groovy, in fact. Kitchen mailroom. Could use some gems. I've never had the mailroom before. They're all... Kitchen's not a dead end. But I don't have the gems. So I'll take... I guess I'll take the 3 gems. Hopefully I don't regret that. Alright. Exit stage right. Locked. Fuck you. Okay. Go to the other side. See what we can draft. Maybe get that dove coat. Alright. Observatory. The den will get us an additional one, but doesn't send us in the right direction. Utility closet. It doesn't quite dead end us. Because we still have this left side from the entrance hall. And the hallway is not... We just don't have a key now. Right? It's not like we're shit out of luck. Den heads kind of in the right direction, plus a gem. This would take us to our 7th star, though. I don't know how important that is. Take the den. Gem us. Garage, West Wing Hall. West Wing Hall sends us in the correct direction. Garage dead ends us. But we've never been in the garage with the keys and the lights on. West Wing Hall. Hopefully we don't run out of keys. Yep. Coat check for our power hammer. But that basically... Okay, if we do that, then that... We have 2 locked doors. One in the hallway, one in the West Wing Hall. To contend with. Otherwise, we're out of spaces to draft shit. So we're going to be semi-desperate to get a key or 2. If we put the coat check here. The den is still open. The entrance hall is open. So we could probably fill those squares in. So I guess it's probably safe to get our power hammer. So make sure we can get this back here before it's all said and done. It'd be silly to lose it. Alright, so get back to the den. This door should be unlocked. Fuck you. Alright, all the way back to the entrance. Right? Nothing we can smash in here with our power hammer, I assume. Chapel's going to take a coin. That's fine. They can have it. Open a door. Security. Get a key. I usually like to get security. Nope, but when you go down the elevators. Got it. Storeroom will give us a key, which would let us continue up the West Wing Hall or the hallway or down with the den. Security gives us 2 openings. We have 4 gems, so I might take the openings. Yeah, I'll take the openings. We can also go through here and disable the electronic locks real quick. Or start to get it disabled. Set to low for now until we can turn the power off. Then if we can change the power, then we'll set it to high. Okay. So hopefully we get a breaker box so we can turn the power off and then unlock the electronic doors. We've left nothing behind so far. Okay. Alright. Alright, security. Kitchen. Nook. I need that key. I need that key. The breaker box will come up again. We have plenty of chances to get the breaker box. I need this key. I need this key. These are already analog physical locks. So disabling the electric locks doesn't help me a ton right now. This is a key, and it doesn't dead end. We'll hopefully get the breaker box later. Give me the key. I need the key. I need the key. All right, now breaker box me. Now you can do the breaker box. Bedroom, billiard, patio. Patio might not be bad. We're not really in danger of running out of steps yet. Patio is bad. Spread gems to each green room. But might it not have like a shovel in the patio? So I was thinking about it from... Right. But I was thinking about it might have a shovel. And then we have places to dig in the foundation. I guess that's what I was thinking. Or is the patio not the same as like the courtyard where it might have the shovel? Well, I guess the billiard room then. The additional step is nice for the bedroom, but we're not in a ton of danger yet of running out of steps. Okay. Do the puzzle. 10. 7 times 2, 14. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 41 divided by 8 is 5. Silver key. Silver key's useful. Silver key is useful. All right. We can go. We'll keep heading in this direction just because, you know, we might as well try to fill this out. So I like the court. I still like the courtyard here, I think. Dining room would get us a meal, could be useful. Boudoir sends us in the right direction, though. But the same thing with the den. The den is not a dead end. It was just... Boudoir. It's either the dining room or the courtyard. Boudoir sends us in the right direction, though. All right. Yeah, I say my gut says boudoir. Those empty spaces are more valuable than anything else. Any chance there's a key around here? Key, a coin, a coin, a key, a key, a coin, a coin, a key. Keys and coins, coins and keys. Nope. A drawing room. Did I already discover that? You just get 1, 2, 2, 5. All right. Breaker box. Now might be the time for the breaker box. We have 2 keys. I'm going to take the breaker box. Basically sacrificing 1 room. All right. Letter number 4. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you've chosen to omit the details of dear public records. So surprised that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible. I'm shocked to hear this little regard for you, so you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, her life. All you can do is think of your name. Having never had a family name or fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering your... But Paperweight, thanks for stopping by. Raiders, thanks for stopping by. If you watch me poorly, puzzle out. These are always safe. We'll let Paperweight's clip play out.
Marked. Can't take it. Let's get the win. How did we do? Top of the board! Oh my goodness, that never happens. That is the first truly legitimate first place I've ever got. That is fantastic. Screenshot that one. Someone clip it.
強い揺れに警戒してください。
Before it goes away.
緊急地震速報です。強い揺れに警戒してください。
Paperweight on a 9-month streak. There you go. If I've had relationships with adult women last less than 6 months, you damn sure I have had a relationship with adult women last less than 9 months. So congratulations for again crossing those thresholds of hanging around me for prolonged periods of time. Not everyone can do it, but thank you so much. Paperweight, how was your run today? Tell me all about it. Leave nothing out. Same love of God, but do not display weakness and clutch your petty asses so tightly that you undermine. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid. The flag she deny her stories, deny her her life. This was what, number 4. So these are getting tracked here, right? Yep, cool. All right. How's it going? How was your holiday? Holiday was great. I at some point in time I have hours and hours of footage. Like and tons of photos. I do have to sit down and kind of aggregate it all into like some consumable snippets, and I'll probably I'll throw those up on YouTube at certain point in times. At a certain point in time, I don't necessarily know it's going to be like a full-blown vloggy type thing with like narration and whatnot. They might just be like clips here and there. We'll see, but it was a lot of fun. We did a ton of stuff. A damn near borderline ridiculous amount of stuff. And we're already thinking about like, hey, yes, the locks are off, but also make sure that it's set to high. So I'll pay this coin. It's fine. So I want to have it set to high to increase the likelihood of getting an unlocked door. I've been challenging anyone in the last Isaac challenges. Keycard system. Offline. And let's increase the security level to high. Right? So now they should be unlocked. Offline mode. Unlocked. High unlocked. Yep. That's one thing I was able to figure out using my video game bone. My video game bone tingled on. It's like, oh yeah, you want high security, but it being unlocked. You got the Mega Mush. Congratulations. I know how much you like the Mega Mush. It doesn't happen as often as I'd like for you. But yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out like a way of sharing the experience with you guys. But we did a ton, and a lot of it. There's a lot of video game relevant items. We'll go to the West Wing Hall to use our key. For example, the Nintendo Museum, right? Like going to there and spending a lot of time there. Finding out a lot about myself at the Nintendo Museum, and the same thing about Edomura, the like kind of ninja theme park. Special keys yet or regular key? We'll use the regular key because I think the special key is better in sort of this center corridor. So we'll just use a regular key. Dining room is nice. Dining room is really nice right now. If we can make it, what? Where's the 8th rank? Here. 2 more. We'll get some food. Help keep us up and running. Gymnasium, storeroom, bedroom. Gymnasium heads us in the right direction. So yeah, it's going to sap us of some strength, but we head in the right direction. We're getting back to some shit before. Yes! We should. I won't lie. I forgot about it as well. Yeah, we will. We'll try to get we'll get a cadence going as well. Like I forgot to, dude. I'm being completely honest. Observatory, garage, library. Garage will get me 3 keys. That sounds great. You turn gym off so it doesn't cost you steps. Didn't I? Did I turn it off? Because it sure looked like it cost me steps. Garage. I need those keys. Yeah, alright. Christopher, this is the 3rd time this month you and this car have been gone. Service required. I don't care how long you've been driving for Lordship. Your absences must be accounted for. Mrs. Babish. Babbage? Babish. Alright, where are the keys at? I heard that there's keys in here. Here you go. Intercom? Ooh! Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now we're playing video games. Can I unlock the door from this side? No, I cannot. Now we're getting somewhere. Is this the Nin route? Where's my Skyrim shit? Got a bird bath. Huh? This place has everything. Got a little crick. With a plank to walk across. And do I unlock this door from here? Yeah, I figured that was going to be part of it. Westgate has permanently unlocked. Great. I would ask to what end, but hey. It's progress. It's definitive progress. Tree was cut down here. Oh, shit! We're outdoors? Hold on. Schoolhouse adds 8 classrooms to today's draft. That was a classroom. Hovel. Special floor plans now cost steps instead of gems. That doesn't do me a ton of good. Shelter. I guess the shelter? Oh, here. What's in here? Time lock safe. Welcome to the Mount Holly Bomb Shelter. Time lock safe. Set unlock date, November 15th. Right? We're day 14, so November 15th. 9 a.m. So that should be today in an hour. Radiation monitor. Measure the radiation. Okay, if the reading is above 12 microsieverts or higher, emergency protocol will initiate all doors in the house. No, I feel like that's a trap. Swan song. Password accepted. Connecting to the network. This is sweet. Like, all right, I'm excited at this. This is a whole other. You get the door. A nice. Oh. Bonus benefit. Remote terminal access. Security is all we have, right? Yep. All right. Did I miss anything coming into here? Like, did I leave anything on the table? Nope. All right. Oh, that's really cool. All right, so I think I'm correct on the date and time here, which is to say that should go off today. Remain where you are for now, given that Red Guard is due tomorrow. We've agreed your plan disabled remote access to all terminals. I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down here. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. All right, cool. Groovy, in fact. Because today should be November 15th. I don't know what time of day it is, but if I come back after 9 a.m., I don't know how time advances. How many steps does this take for me to get back around? So that's the garage. I can get back to the entrance hall, bypass the gymnasium, get back to the gym, get the food, get back to the dining room, get the food, make sure that I turn off the gymnasium. Sweet. Sweet. Oh, that's nice. All right. So, chapel's gonna hit us. It's allowed to. We got no money to deal with. Billiard room, utility closet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 13 steps left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. I gotta make it to the dining room to start. So. So there should be food in there now. Alright. Eat a chicken! Eat a whole ass chicken. Alright. I'm gonna go put our power hammer away. We don't have a lot of steps left, so first thing I'm gonna check our power hammer, because that seems like I'm not gonna use it right now and I don't want to lose it. Okay. We're gonna use the silver key here in a second, probably from the dining room. See what else we can get into here. Nope, we don't have to use a silver key. Guest bedroom, 10 steps, but that dead ends us. We go through the gymnasium. We go through the observatory. 10 steps. Gymnasium's gonna take a couple steps. But we got a shitload of keys. So... yeah. Try to have the redraw. Commissary, conference room heads in the right direction. Commissary is kind of nice, but we don't have any coins. So, conference room it is. Those are both good directions. Oh, electronic door. Nursery, courtyard. Courtyard's pretty good. That keeps us alive. We have some gems. Nursery. Courtyard. Maybe we'll have the shovel. Do we have the shovel? We do not. But we have more electronic doors. We want the door to the back of the foundation. Oh, right. Cool. Oh, that's what you meant by having a door behind it. Okay. No, we have our power hammer if we want to try and get that for nothing. Alright, so none of these will take us to the back of the courtyard. Or back at the back of the foundation. Storeroom. Kitchen keeps us going. So let's try to get to the back of the foundation is what I'm hearing. Alright, so the special key should have a lot of openings. So we'll use that now. So hopefully it'll give us one that has... Your cloister I can't get into. Chamber of Mirrors. Okay. Weight room or... We need a door going south. Yeah, so I'm going to take the Chamber of Mirrors. I've never had that before. So we'll take our Chamber of Mirrors. That's a door going south. Is that not a door going south? Is that just... Are you fucking kidding me? I thought it was a door... That's the door going south! That's the door going south. I would... That's a door going south, Jin. Jin, that's a door... Jin, that picture is a picture of a door going south. I'm going to file a formal complaint against the developer here. That's clearly a door going south. Oh, courtyard. Well, I mean, I get that you were. I mean, it makes sense that you would type in weight room. In retrospect, that's obviously the answer. But how would we know that at the time? Closet. Yeah, it would. Well, I was mostly thinking... Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Jin. Look, mistakes were made. You made a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes. We made a lot of mistakes together. But we're going to be fine as a group. Foyer. Hallway doors are always unlocked. Oh, that's nice. That'll free that door up for me. Parlor sends us in the right direction, though, so I guess parlor. Alright. Every box is black. Lie. Every box contains a gem. Lie. The statements on one of the other true... Okay, the statements on one of the other two... Wait, fuck. Yes. The statement on one of the other two boxes would be true if we replaced the word every with this. This box is black is a lie. This box contains gems. So the white box contains the gems. And I will eat this apple. And I shall eat this apple. Okay. Welcome to my parlor, said the spider to the fly. Walk-in closet 4. I know that this doesn't matter, but I still like having it connect to the antechamber. I mean... Observatory storeroom. Maybe it's time to get the observatory to get our 7th star. Storeroom will get us a key. Key will let us open the hall. Okay. Get a key. We're gonna run out of steps anyways. We're gonna run out of steps no matter what we do. So let's enjoy it. Go ahead and use our key to open, didn't we have a crate out here? That was the other courtyard. Get some food from the kitchen. Keep us running here. Chef salad, that should be 10 steps, right? Club sandwich while we're at it. Alright, keep going. Courtyard, key in the box. This should get us some more keys. Alright. Well, silver key. And a gem. Okay. Alright. Conference room, dining room, over to the hallway. Conference room, dining room, west wing, through the foundation, let's try to get the door, get a door to that mirror. You can get a door to the mirror room? What do you mean? Take a moment or two and type out what you mean. Go ahead and explain that. Actually, here. Or even do... Dun, 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 dun. Alright. My computer restarted while I was out of town, so, you know, everything's all confuculated. Okay, I'll check that out. So here, I'm in the... Oh, I'm in a Discord audio if you want to hop on that rather than type. If you go to the conspiracy, it's in there. So you push a button, I think it opens a back way, maybe. It seemed like it did. I'm going to open the hallway for the moment because we're here. Right? East Wing Hall. Dark room's not terrible for us right now because it goes in the right direction. And it's negated. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm good. Let me get you so people don't think I'm talking to myself. For some reason, yeah, right? I always gotta, like, juggle this. There you go. Now you should be coming through on the stream. How you been? Long time no see.
It is. It's been a very long time.
Alright.
Yeah, been alright.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Alright. Lockpicks. I've had mixed results with lockpicks. Alright, head due north. Lockpick. Ooh, lockpick worked. Greenhouse. Bunk room. Corridor. Corridor gets us...
Wait, do the greenhouse.
Greenhouse it is.
But it's gonna dead end you, but you're gonna... I think the greenhouse has a wall you can break.
Ah! I gotta go get my... That's where the lever goes. Which I don't have handy at the moment.
Yeah, well, there's a lever. But if you look to the right of the lever area,
Yep.
there is a wall that looks rather disformed.
Yes, I'll go get our smashy smash, but that is over here. So let me see what else we can get into. Well, I guess we're coming back here, so I guess it doesn't matter. All right, here, right.
Oh, and when you come back there, check the flowers.
I will. I always do. You know me and flowers. Can't keep me away from them.
True. But did you have a great time in Japan?
I did. Yeah, we did. We're already kind of planning to go back. I'm hoping I can carve out some time relatively soon to start compiling like all of the photos and all of the videos into like some like meaningful stuff. There was only about, I'll say like 1 or 2 days where we did almost nothing. But every day for like 20, whatever it is, 25 days, 26 days, we were doing something. And so there's a lot to cover. There's a lot of shit that we did, so. But we had a great time. Smashing!
So I'll tell you this, I haven't smashed this wall on mine.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
She loves me not, she loves me. February 1990 till I get fired. This is a record of my many indiscretions and lapses of judgment. Should this logbook ever be full, know that its guilt is exceeded by only my failings. This decision was absolute rubbish. I suspected and wanted the flour to primarily serve as cheap produce. Interesting. As I expected, I wanted the flour to serve primarily as a cheap way to produce resources for special floor plans. Perhaps I should quit. I really, really should have. That the 64th room is in fact north of the antechamber. So is this all new stuff I should be reading? I just assumed like his notes were.
I don't know, I've not read that one.
Okay. Logbook of many years overdue serve as a record for my duties and contributions. Okay, right. A few months ago, I made a remarkable discovery of the horticulture. Through many years of breeding, experimentation, and December created a new species of flowers with fruit that resembles a gemstone in every detail. Though the fruit is not edible, it's never realized a marvel of nature, possessing all the beauty and brilliance of a genuine jewel, but it added to being entirely organic. Despite the creation of the flower, my proudest accomplishment to date, my joy was slightly curbed when informed by Mr. Brown that my husband was sick. I decided to deny my reserve by public. Okay, right? Yep. I poured my heart and soul into converting it out. Okay, so these. Okay. I had hopes for the logbook, but sure would have found a reason to add another entry. My employer's decision earlier this year left me feeling disheartened, and I feel difficult motivation to continue my work. I'm aware that my disappointment is affecting my performance. I am reminded of daily houseplants are slowly dying around Espresso Squid. I really should have. My ambition has been reignited. I overheard perhaps for some prodding the employing contracts, the staff are saving the Baron's private office in 10th rank. A fact that makes me remarkable considering how the house only has 9 ranks. This all confirms the factor of the 46th room behind the antechamber. Much as I would to abandon all the pretense of caring about my job for a new project, I must resume my gardening duties. There's a 10th rank. It's impossible to perceive, but it does exist. I'm going to assume that reaching ability done through the antechamber. Sadly, security is going tightened over the years. At the Mary's experience, that room is no longer locked behind rigid doors and can be opened. Baron has remote access levers installed in several different rooms. Great hall, greenhouse, secret garden. Funny enough, I know the location of 3 of the levers. One was in the greenhouse of the secret garden. It's almost like they're choosing green rooms to tempt me. Antechamber lever locations. Each appears one primary lever. Okay. Over these past few months, exploration of fruit. To yield fruit, I seek out time to gain mastery of the same. Stolen in many glimpses of black. Among exciting recent finds was the discovery of a hidden chamber behind the outer room, shut behind the false wall. The stale quality of the air and unmistakable aroma of corroded metal led me to believe this chamber remained sealed for decades. Within it, I found a large vat and a copper still, their time-worn circular streak with the creepy man's oxidation rot. Resealed in January after deal in Reddington fell through. I'm unsure if these instruments can be restored. If they can, I might find a use for the sugar beets and potato stores rotting away in the roots. At last, I've discovered the location of the North Lever. It's deep underground location far away from the plant life that I've discovered. Completely vulnerable without any excuse, but curious about my captor. I am anxious to pull it. But I don't think it's hard to engineer like Christoph's on that. Sinclair's inner sanctum. While there's no turning back now, finally reaching the objective I've been working towards the last 4 months, I made an impulsive decision in the heat of the moment. It took more than just contract. I found something that I knew could give me a chance to make some money I felt was owed to me and grabbed the opportunity. Given that I'm not only missing file in the contracts, I have unwillingly incriminated trailing back to my only hope is to be because they're too obvious to be plausible. It's almost positive to get away with it. Yep. Okay, so he stole that thing. Interesting. The significance of these. At photo. So that's probably a bit of a puzzle, I imagine there. Envelopes. This door is just locked. Pick it! Alright. So the flowers have gems in it, in theory? Or could have
should
gems?
do.
Ah, this one does. Nice. Alright. We got 9 steps left.
Can you make it better to put the hammer away?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just. But yes. 1.
Yeah, I'd do that.
2. The hammer seems nice. 2. Make sure I'm not making a wrong turn.
Yeah, that mirror room.
Mm-hmm. It looked like it's. I'm like, that's. Yeah, I know that we're protected from the red room, but it's 3 in a row. So like, why waste it on a red room when like, you know, we get another? I don't know. There you go.
Don't worry.
Check it.
The mirror room's. I've never picked it. I always say I'm like, no, it's horrible.
It seems like it's horrible. Power hammer store. All right. There you go. We got 3 steps left, which we can get to. We can maybe try to open the den. Maybe something magical will happen. Right?
Oh, yeah, you do have a key.
Yep. I can pick it at least. All right. Anything magical. Servant's quarter. 1 key for each bedroom in your house. We got 2 bed. This will be the second bedroom. That key doesn't do us any good. Yeah. Okay. So that's basically the end of the run. We'll take it.
But yeah, that's another good run.
Yeah. I feel good about that run. A couple days in a row when I last played this a month ago, like where it's like I didn't feel like I was making progress. You know, got the shelter. You know, we're progressing. We're getting there. We're getting there. Items found. New rooms. 5 new rooms. And that will take me just in time till I got to go to work because it's 8:30 my time. Jin, thanks for stopping by. It's good talking to you.
Yeah, to an abyssal.
Yep. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. All right, and on that note, I'd like to thank everyone for stopping by. Thanks for watching me. Sorry for the long delay. I'll be back, right? Like, everyone needs time off from time to time. TileTube, thank you so much for the raid. Paperweight, thank you so much for the raid. Raiders, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for spending time with me. Junior Baum, thanks for the hints. Thanks for the tips. Go through the list here. Roll Bundy Python, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. Screenplay Post, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. TileTube, Jin, Paperweight, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. To everyone else who's watching, I'd like to thank you for watching me play video games. You did not have to watch me play video games. You could play video games yourself. You could have done something utterly unrelated to video games. I have no suggestions for things to watch or read at the moment because I haven't really, had a whole lot of time to do that. So rather than just make something up, it's always a pleasure to see you guys. Let's find someone to raid, and we shall raid Ray the Git. We're all going to see Ray. So on that note, I hope you guys have a good day. Peace out. Deuces. Y'all be well. Join the Discord. Watch the YouTube. Bye, everyone. Have a good day.